Gimme Dad Ace versus Gurg 5. Coming away with the victory from Game 1 was Gurg 5 after a long fought, pretty close draw until they broke it open with a nice fight around that Baron. And we are now officially joined with the monkey himself, Gurg 7.
Hey, how's it going?
And so we are getting prepared to get into Champion Select here in a little bit when Gimme Dad Ace is ready. And then we'll go from there. So, guys, thoughts on MVP from Game 1? What do we have from this poll?
It's like Kog'Maw took 7. Is that Steven there?
Steven. I honestly voted for him just because he was able to put out damage, obviously, and we talked about that during the game. Of course, he's going to put out a mass amounts of damage, but he was able to like assassinate players to give them numbers advantages later in the game, which made it harder for GDA to even attempt to try to come back, especially when he's killing the Zillion on a combo.
Yeah.
So, do we think it could pull a ban this time? I mean, you assume they're gonna have to. I mean, what do they change from last time? You know, so they went Malzahar, or they went Diana.
No, you're going to have to ban out the Diana and the Kog'Maw this time. I think you don't ban the Misfortune since you're on blue side, and you can pick it first and force them to ban it.
Speaking of which, Diana immediately banned here from Gimme Dad Ace, along with the Kog'Maw as their second ban.
Yeah, they obviously... And, wow, the triple ban right off the bat. Just that's saying something right there.
Yeah, you got to... And the Yor pickup is interesting. I don't feel like it's that much of a... I mean, I know it's really, really strong, but I think picking the Misfortune kind of solidifies your bot lane, because trading the Misfortune for Ezreal here, if they do that, is not, I think, beneficial for you if you're Gimme Dad.
I agree.
I mean, on the flip side of it, a good counter to Misfortune is Victor, who is still open. But we'll see if they think that's actually an option. But you know, could get banned second phase if it doesn't get picked up.
I mean, Sivan doesn't really Victor.
Play that. Well, no, he's talking for Gimme That Ace, because the Misfortune went over to Gurg 5, and Baja Blast doesn't really play the Victor.
I'm all mixed up.
No, I'm talking about Steven countering the Misfortune with Victor.
G5 has Misfortune. You're as confused as I was, Greg.
Oh, I see now. Yes.
4-man casting at its finest. Thank
you.
Oh, God.
Just call me.
It's a double date. Let's go.
Greg's my date.
No, right, so
I feel so loved.
They're putting them back on the Teemo again. Ooh, Karma.
Meanwhile, nobody's Dylan's date. Rip.
Is that Karma mid?
No.
Probably support.
Baja Blast doesn't play the Karma mid.
I like seeing the Teemo again. I feel like Teemo's a great pick in the Yorick. I mean, Yorick is just picked to win lane and just get towers, and Teemo just prevents that. Exactly.
Teemo does the exact same thing, but has range.
Yeah, but just like any kind of split push or lane dominant champion, you have to go attack it. I think the Ezreal is a huge mistake here on the side of GDA. I would much have rather seen any other ADC. You can pick Jhin, you can pick Varus, you can pick Twitch. Anything other than the Ezreal.
Do it.
He's not going to do it.
He's just teasing.
No
Steven, I will give you a mystery skin if you pick this right here.
No balls.
No,
you heard it here, folks.
Yeah, everyone clip that.
Oh,
the Victor.
Yeah, I mean that's a champion time and time again. Sivan's shown that he knows how to play.
Yeah,
you know, it's you really he's gotten to a point now where you can't ban him out. He's got something to back it up.
Right.
But it will be interesting to see what Gurg 5 choose to round out that comp. I mean, you have to have some frontline CC, or else Misfortune's just going to die.
Which is why I think they should ban out. I don't think they should have. Well, the Jarvan's fine, but they need to ban out the Leona right here, because that's what was giving them so much engages in the last game for Gurg 5.
And
it's
Leona
also
with the Misfortune now is just, please, God, no.
Exactly. Well, and also, if you want to put like Misfortune with Jarvan on that team, that would be also please, God, no. But on the side of GDA, we saw this last night, and I think Pooh versus Bat, their counter or their answer to the Victor was the Azir, which is in a good spot right now, and I think an Azir would be a very, very good pick with this.
Baja Blast can play it, so I could see him going that route. I don't know if he's been practicing it much lately, but I know I've played it with him before.
It'll allow them a better team fight and more consistent damage output that they didn't have last game, and also a better wave clear.
Yeah, because they were severely lacking wave clear in that last.
Vi,
Yeah,
that's
sure, they had
interesting.
the
I like
Zillion,
that. That's a really aggressive pick.
Yeah, the Vi coming out for Zarok. He's a Vi main, isn't he?
I think he's just a bruiser main, like
Well,
It'll be
like
interesting.
all the bruiser jungles.
So, yeah.
They need wave clear.
I would have much rather seen a Nivea here or a Zir. And if to round this out, and I want to see it as real jungle right here because there's.
Oh,
Anivia gets pretty trashed on by Victor.
I mean, I don't need her to win lane. I need her to just
to stall the
wave
game.
clear.
Yeah.
Catch
I
up.
don't know. I don't think it's the worst idea. I mean, it's that stun, but the Rammus coming in. That's
Rammus.
spicy.
I know,
We got the
Thresh for
Rammus
Fling
on the-
Panda.
Rounding out with Thresh. So, to me, honestly, I think it's gonna depend on how effectively Gurg 5 can utilize that Misfortune ultimate.
Absolutely.
If they can land a hook and get a pick with it, then it's gonna win them the game. All right, so the teams are locked in here. We're gonna get into champ select here in a second.
You know, I don't think I like either of these team comps, personally.
All right, we're about to have a caster vote. We can either accept this or just ridiculously deny it. Rich messaged me. Did someone call for a capitalized quintuple cast with like
Hell
an
no.
exclamation point?
Nope.
All right, you heard it here first.
No, nobody even asked for a four-way. Okay, we just kind of have it, right?
Rich,
So,
you're
We got Labyrinth in chat saying GDA team comp really good. That's the what was it again? Where'd it go?
I don't
That's
know.
The York
I
Karma
just-
Ezreal Vigar Rammus. They don't really have disengage though. You don't really have that much disengage to allow the York to split push for days. Like you.
Well,
want
you
something
can
like that.
drop
They have-
down the event horizon or the
And
mantra.
you have the Karma as well.
Yeah,
But-
it's not like a Gragas or a Sejuani or something to really.
but
just,
TBH, do we really want to listen to Labby? He barely builds jungle items, so.
Well, you have a point.
But the thing about saying that they have good damage on their team is most of their damage is skill shot based, so they're not necessarily going to be able to effectively and consistently output that damage onto the enemy team unless they can 100% keep them locked in with the double rage cage.
Double Rage Cage. This is my favorite comp to cast too when it's York Vigar.
Can you imagine if it would have been Jarvan instead of Rammus?
Coined
my
by
God.
the Tilted Torpedoes, coining the double
Yeah,
rage
you guys
cage.
were the first ones who played that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
But-
something we haven't mentioned yet that I think is really important is the fact that Fleeing Panda picked up the Thresh. So, I mean, if you look at that Rammus pick, it's not exactly the easiest engage to land. It's pretty telegraphed. You can see it coming.
Mhm.
So, if Fleeing Panda is really able to disengage that, they're not going to have much engage other than that. And then Misfortune's going to pretty much have a free ultimate.
Yeah, so here's my thing. One, this is better for GDA in my opinion because I like the Rammus better than the Cho'Gath from the previous game. You can gank a Victor early and then have Viegar,
I think
Vigar,
Victor was
you know.
what because Adams played the Rammus once the split already. I think he played it into a Victor.
Well,
No,
and
I think he
Rammus,
played it in.
It was
no?
into Xin Zhao Rise. That was my
Oh, it was
game.
into the Rise. That's right. That's right.
Rammus is very strong right now, and I like the pick.
Unfortunately,
I don't necessarily like Adam on it. I wish he'd be playing something a little more aggro, but this is part of my philosophy in competitive league. If you can have the easiest brain dead champions to execute
exactly.
on
Like
your
Maokai.
yeah, Malachi. Yorick is kind of at that point because as long as you have your maiden up, you can just split push and probably 2v1. But when it comes to and then Viegar has like a delete button.
Mm-hmm.
So there are good things about GDA's comp that I like, but then you have like a Misfortune ult and a Vi engage that you can just follow up on a Thresh hook on. So there's good things on both sides. I tend to favor G5's comp just because I feel like
Xanacus says Nunu. Yes, Nunu is very easy to execute. I agree.
Yeah, Nunu's really easy to execute. Now he plays like PvE. He doesn't play
Right.
PvP.
He,
So
he
that's totally
farms
different.
jungle camps and dragons for 14 minutes and hopes his lanes don't feed. That's what Nunu does.
Yeah. I tend to like the G5 execution a little bit easier because again, who their ADC is and the damage that it'll output. But I know we're not getting to the point of maybe doing choices yet, but I'll just throw mine out there. I want to give it to GDA this game.
I don't know. I think Vi, as much as Vi is is Vi's an interesting champion because I keep feeling like Vi shouldn't be as strong as she is in our league, but Vi continues to be strong, continues to have success.
Well,
And I think it's along the same lines of what we were talking about, where it's ease of how to make it happen. You press R, you kill that person, and they have a fairly simple comp to execute. Teemo, in all reality, is a simple champion to execute. Misfortune, in all reality, is simple to execute. It's a very simple to execute comp. The toughest thing to execute is the Thresh. But there's ways to still do Thresh that are just kind of like the base standard, just doing the minimum, and it's still effective. Kind of like with Lee Sin, where he's complex, but the base bare minimum standard, like, it's not the hardest thing in the world to do. It's the flashy insects and crazy war jump plays that are tougher to do.
yeah, I'll let Greg get in here really quick, but the reason why I feel like Vi has success in our league is because of something that didn't happen on the side of GDA last game. Nobody plays around vision and no one wards. Vi and champions like herself and Thresher rely on pick and lack of vision on the enemy team. If they don't know where you are, they can't respect you. And when they don't respect you, you can flash Vault Breaker and then just are on top of them, and then they're either dead or they're CC'd for life. So that's why you see Vi. That's why Rammus is going to work.
Yep.
He's just going to speed in the lane. They're going to be like, "Oops!
Oh, there's a Rammus here." And I was playing against Rammus earlier, and for the lane phase, it went okay because we just had wards everywhere, so we could see if Rammus was speeding up near us.
Yeah. Greg.
All right, so the teams are locked in. So I'm going to go ahead and put a poll in chat. Who do you think will take game number 2? Go ahead and make your voices heard. You can also hashtag GDA win or hashtag GER5 win in chat. It won't do anything, but it's you're just showing the respect.
I don't know. I really can't decide. I'm not going to vote. I abstain.
All right, well that's stupid. You have to choose. So
yeah, there's no abstaining. This isn't quorum, okay?
So
GER7 wins.
You said GDA, right?
Yeah, I already put it in. I put mine as GDA.
Dylan.
I'm split pretty 50-50 on this one here. I'm just gonna click at random because it really doesn't I just see. I'm just sitting here looking at these comps, and while GDA definitely has the better frontline tank and the better disengaged support, I just don't like what they did with this Yorick pick. It just doesn't feel right. They have the opportunity to guarantee Dr. Volamundo picks that Yorick and get a free counter pick on it by leaving it open. Instead, they leave that Teemo open and take the Yorick away, knowing full well that Teemo is the perfect answer to Yorick.
And also, they first picked the Yorick when Misfortune was available, and what did they do? They picked Misfortune on their first rotation with the Teemo. So
I feel like GDA doesn't deserve to win just because of that early draft phase, but
oh my gosh,
they have the potential. Again, it's all skill shot based. If they land those skill shots, they will definitely come out ahead in fights and can. Well,
what they say about skill shots. You gotta have skill to land them.
So
you miss 100% of them that you don't take.
I'm gonna give this game to GERG5 in my opinion.
I'm gonna say the same. Now that I think about it, I think if anything, week 3 of the PMA LCS split 3 is showing us is that while the priority tends to be on Ezreal, Misfortune is the better of the two. Win rates from solo queue aside, Misfortune has been smashing games this week.
Ezreal's the solo queue master. Misfortune is better for communicated 5v5.
Absolutely. And I think having that pick alone is going to give it to GERG5. And they still have 3 other very real damage threats on their team outside of that.
Greg?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Garrick 5 as well. I think for me, the reason I give it to them is because of the Rammus pick. I think Rammus is a pretty good jungler, but I think where Rammus really excels is into all the AD comps. I think that's when he's like, oh, this would be a good pick. So I think it's a decent pick in that sense. And then you got to think about the engage. Well, is it easy to get out of the carries? Well, not really. I mean, you have to get through a Thresh, and you have to get through a Teemo blind, and then you have to deal with the Victor. So I don't know. I just feel like it's just not enough. And then the Yorick, it's just an odd team to me. Whereas I think on the side of Gurk 5, it just seems like you can kind of see where they're gonna do.
Bless you.
Yeah, while Rammus is a good pick, he has a very, very linear play style, and Gurk 5 has the answers for it in their team comp.
Although at the end of the last game, Baja Blast Lever did start to land a lot of those stun kill combos. So
yeah, there's still definitely
one,
I know it might be a little overkill, but one thing we didn't talk about. The Victor ult, the reason why Victor can counter Misfortune, the Victor ult can actually stop the Rammus Powerball because it's considered a channel. Fun fact.
True, but that's only on the initial cast, so you have to hit that initial cast. Any tick afterwards will stop channels.
Oh, right. Right, the initial cast of the ult. Yeah, that's what I meant. I just didn't say it.
We got you. I was clarifying for our viewers.
Your name's not Claire.
Alright, boys, in 5, we will see a pause. 3, 2, 1. Damn.
A summoner has disconnected.
That would have been really freaking hype.
I'd have put good money on that one.
Yeah, hey, you're cutting in and out a little bit, General.
The General.
Alright.
Can I be the Lieutenant?
Well, we got Sergeant Seed and Joystick.
Wait, who's Sergeant Seed?
Joystick.
Oh, is that his... What?
No, that's what I call him because he sounds like Captain.
Oh, that's why that sounded familiar. I remember now.
2 games in a row, Gurk 5 has stayed in these side bush things, doing nothing. Actually, they're probably just waiting to see if anyone comes in. But
I played a Bro 5 one night where we were like, let's cheese in this bush, and we cheesed there, and we saw literally every member of the other team walk by us. It was kind of fun.
That was our game.
Were you playing with me in that one?
I was the one that told us to go to this bush. We were on the red side.
What champion were you playing in that one?
I don't remember, dude. I
don't think you were in that one.
Alright, well.
I played Rengar, so...
Alright, well, you know probably Dylan fed. So it looks like junglers are doing normal starts. Nothing special.
Yeah. I love jungle pathing in the early game because it totally is indicative of where to go. Now see, here you go. Here's something that I really love. First time,
level 2 gank?
Level 2 gank? Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I freaking love it.
Full flash.
Perfect.
But the huge trade back of damage on the Baja Blast Lever from that, though.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually needed to burn his ghost for that.
It's not the longest of cooldowns. I think that's okay. It's not like burning his flash. I'm okay with an early burn on Ghost. That's even on like jungles like Olaf or Hacker. I'll burn Ghost level 1 and then I have it up for my very first gank. Like,
yeah, once you get doubles.
Right.
But I was gonna talk about this time. It makes a little bit more sense with Rammus having the talisman and Vi going with Hunter's Machete and focusing only the single target cants because she takes them so quickly with her W passive. So
yeah.
Finally, some little bit better itemization and choices from our jungler that don't get me tilted from 30 seconds into the game.
So now looking up top, this Vi may be coming in here on Garfield Juice, who is pushed up into that middle bush all by himself. A little bit of damage straight down bot. But here we go. Here comes Zurak, 33. He charges up the Vault Breaker. He's going in. He does connect on Garfield Juice, but Volimundo was not following up. Gonna put it down a little bit of damage, but Garfield Juice will get away without burning a Summoner spell.
Wait.
That is press the attack on Vi.
I just don't understand what happened there. It didn't seem like Dr. Volimundo knew he was coming in. It just seemed like, if he'd follow up with that, I think they might have been able to make.
But now a big fight, Dr. Volimundo and Garfield Juice. Garfield Juice was blinded up as he went for that shovel smash, but gonna end up walking away.
Is that actually the name of that ability?
No,
yeah,
it's
I don't know. I really think if Dr. Volimundo had just got in there, they might have been able to get the kill.
Yeah, okay, so I was talking about not being tilted by jungle like pathing and choices, but press the attack on Vi is probably my least favorite thing I've ever seen in the entirety of League of Legends.
Oh snap! I don't know. Predator Rex.
See, here's the thing. It would be good if it procced off of her Vault Breaker.
Yes.
Because then she would have the
Yeah.
quick triple auto and then the damage follow-up after the ultimate.
You know
From
what?
that
You know,
bonus
it'd be weird if there was like some keystone that did like 3 abilities and then it procced. I don't know, like old
Electrocutes.
Thunderlord. Or
I
something.
wonder. Perhaps maybe it's just taking on a new name.
Yeah, well,
Really weird.
if only.
The tilt is real with you, Sean. I love it.
Chat. Holy shit.
What did they say?
Where's Director Toes when you need him? He wasn't even available here last night, and it was hilarious.
Who the heck is
Toad.
Director Toes?
I don't
anyway?
know.
Director Toes is one of Growly's friends that he invited in to watch the games.
Oh my god.
But they're not even brothers, and it was cool because like they were memeing and stuff, and like every question from him was like, "No,
How did your toes perform?
Yeah,
Here comes Theatrix down, but he flashes in on top, the plays away, but doesn't get the knockup, but he does get the taunt on It's a Bison. Heals and flashes away as Yermoose goes aggressive. He gets exhausted and hooked under tower, and Fleeing Panda flashes away. Whew. Very
Literally
close there.
every summoner from It's a Bison and Fling Panda used in that exchange.
and then the jungler, and we're gonna get a kill top lane, right?
He's taken low, will it be enough?
Not even
Not
close.
quite
he said.
enough.
All chat, not even close. XD.
Hey, what
Actually,
time you guys at?
5:14, 16.
5:20.
I'm like 2 seconds in. I'm with Sean.
5:20. Ah, Lee.
Good talk.
So, for the record, Rich, if you're watching, do you see how great this cast is going with 4? Can you only imagine how good it would go with 5 people?
Let's
Yeah,
see,
it
Guinness
would
World
go
Records.
25% better with 5 people.
Wait, what is that
What
math?
are you at right now,
What
John?
is that math?
What do you
Dylan?
mean, what is that math? If there's 4 people and you add 1 out of 4 is 25%.
Yeah, but I don't know how it would go better just because of that. Are you saying that Rich is only 25% better? Does he not have a quantifiable ability or something
I don't.
like that?
I don't know. I don't know a full value of what they have, but I'm sure
Yeah.
Rich has
You're
great
right.
value in everybody's eyes.
You can't count Greg as having any value, so it's technically just 33% better.
No, it's not even
Garfield
that.
Juice looking to
Blake
go in
coming
here
in.
on Volamundo, does drop the ultimate. And, ooh, Volamundo able to get away from that. But
This
Garfield
meanwhile
Juice is now going to
fan
have
left.
tower pressure.
CV managed to
Maiden.
actually force Baja Blast over off of the pretty big
Wait,
wave also.
The Maiden was sucking off Dr. Volamundo, but not pulling tower action.
You should probably be thinking about how you say that.
No, that is the proper way to say what the Maiden does. The Maiden of the Mist sucks people off. It is a damage drain ability.
Maiden of the Mist makes it even worse. That's like her name. I get it, but it makes it even worse. Oh god, no. Please, God.
Sirach
If
looking
you
to come
have
in and
Electric-
clap that ass. Oh, what the heck? He tries to do a Vault Breaker flash. It doesn't quite work. It's incredibly impossible to pull off. I don't actually think you can do it.
You can.
I've tried it, but it's hard as heck.
It's even harder than a Sidwani. Oh, but Dr. Volamundo is stepping up, and now Garfield Juice is here. But now Sivan teleporting in the top lane. Garfield Juice is going to be forced back. Flashes away out of respect. Can they get anything done? No, just the teleport from Sivan for the save. But now Theatrix is trying to get into the bot lane. He taunts up Fleeing Panda, who's going to get then locked down from the root. But Theatrix is taken very low. Yermoose is trying to finish off Fleeing Panda. The Q from Karma not quite enough on that inner flame.
There we go. Oh no.
But now Baja Blast Lover is behind enemy lines, hit by Zerok. He's going to come up. He will go down to It's a Bison for first blood on the Misfortune, who gives him a free bonus 1 AP on the way out, though.
Oh my gosh, that's so unfortunate. Poor Adam. These ganks have been so good. They're so close, but then they just go a little bit too far, a little bit of misposition there. But unfortunate. Just summoner spell after summoner spell, but
Wow.
nothing back for it.
Garfield Juice actually about 20 mana away from finishing off Dr. Volamundo there, as he was taken pretty low from a Mistwalker jumping on top of him.
Alright, Dylan, you ready? I'm going to place this bet right now. If he tries to dive the Teemo, he's going to 100% die.
Oh, 100%.
right now.
Correct.
You got no mana.
You have no mana, freak. You have no mana.
Robot.
I know, Jonesy.
Free Tyler one.
Are you like stealing McDonald's internet?
Doesn't it? Okay, I'm not the only one.
Are you and Allie on the same internet plan here?
No way.
Oh my god.
Out.
So when we were getting ready for our match, I think it was last night, James has been having issues with his Discord working right. James our support. And at one point, like, already Carey like said like half of a sentence and then stopped talking. She was like, "You can't cut out like that," because I think it's my Discord messing up. So of course we all started just doing that exact thing, just to troll him. We're seeing a pretty big CS lead starting up here for C-Van, so like 30 CS up, which is pretty significant actually.
But now we see Theatrics coming in behind C-Van. Will he be able to get it in? No, he's just gonna get forced back. C-Van flashing to get away from that one. And now Garfield.
Another gank, another burn flash.
Oh, C-Van, can he take down Baja Blast Lover? No, not quite. He doesn't drop the ultimate. Garfield just going heavy on in Dr. Bolamono, but Zerock is here to counter that. Just drop the Assault and Battery and will take down the Yorick as the Maiden comes up, but unable to get anything done out of that. And now they have a free push on the top lane. The True Shot Barrage actually coming across to try to clear that top lane and force them back off tower. Does connect with those minions and will delay at least. Teleport from Garfield just not quite ready to get back up there. And now Theatrics here bot lane along with the Mantra Inner Flame, but not quite enough. There, Gurk 5's bot lane will just back off.
This is just such a sad story for Adam.
I agree.
I really feel like he's been so effective, but I don't know. At the end, it just doesn't come through.
He's blown flash in mid lane twice. He's blown all the summoners on one gank from bot lane. Like, he's doing a lot of work for having no payoff.
But see, here's the thing that, like, this Ezreal pick, one, it doesn't allow you to have much damage in the sense, like, Karma's doing more with her Mantra in Flame than Ezreal is doing with anything right now because of the build. Also,
now here we do. Garfield Juice going in, trying to get Dr. Villain, traps him inside the Dark Procession, but he's eventually just going to walk away as there's a shroom in there.
Yeah, he doesn't even care. He's just, okay, I'll just stand here and
now there's a fight. Clap That Ass gets hooked in from Fleeing Panda, but here comes Adam again as he's going to taunt up, but the bullet time comes across Clap That Ass, taken very low, but will get away. Uramoose is going to keep chasing in on Itzabais, will he go for it? No, he does not. C-Van looking to get some vision as Baja Blast Lover was also roaming down, but he will stop behind Red Buff. And finally, a successful gank as the True Shot Barrage just barely missing Itzabais on his way back. Finally, a successful gank for Theatrics in that bot lane.
I was just about to say the way they've been setting up this bot lane is that you need to Mantra Shield yourself and then try to root someone so that when the Rammus is coming in, they can taunt them afterwards to layer the CC.
True.
They finally did that, getting Rift Herald right now as well. But maybe just a little bit too late for trying to like accomplish anything here in the early game.
You know, I honestly...
Now they're looking in. Baja Blast Lover does ghost in, but he's going to get met immediately with damage. Zerock goes in for the Vault Breaker Flash again, fails that, but will finish it off with the Assault Battery as he is trapped under tower now from the taunt. Uramoose does take down C-Van off the backside, and Zerock will also go down in a 2-for-1 in favor of Gimme That Ace here in that mid lane.
Now that's just not respecting the Viger pick. You know, that Event Horizon, it's going to get you. And you're going to be stuck for a long time.
And now Garfield Juice pulling out the Maiden as Dr. Bolamundo throws down the Shroom. It slows up Garfield Juice, and he will try to run away, kiting back on that Maiden, as it will try to chase him down, but not quite. He's just going to get away from that one.
The Shroom minefield.
And that's about the
So even if Garfield Juice thought he'd push, he's not going to push anything.
And that's about the third or fourth all-in attempt from Garfield Juice to just try to take down the Teemo, but Teemo just blinds him and runs away, and it doesn't even matter what the Yorick tries to do at any point in this game. Theatrics here now, bot lane. He's going to go straight in on the C-Van. Does get the knock-up, lands that taunt. Here comes Baja Blast Lover. Nearmus to follow up with the damage. Theatrics taking incredibly low. Bullet time's going to cross. He's barely going to dodge out. Can Itzabaizen pick it up? Itzabaizen will pick it up. Nobody's finishing Itzabaizen. He's walking away as finally Baja Blast Lover comes across with the auto attack. C-Van escaping very low, but now Zurak is here, and he answers it up by taking down Uramus with that damage along with the C-Van. And Beating Panda just barely missing out on that hook.
Unfortunately, if you watch that team fight, Uramu seemed like I think he canceled a couple of autos there. So Adam was taking a lot of damage on himself, but he didn't really have anything to follow up with him, and that's why he died. And then the fight ended up just, that at first looked great for them, turning to just be horrible.
Yeah, I think it's small little remnants leaking themselves from game 1 about the problems that are plaguing Gimme That Ace, and it's all about communication and little mini macro stuff, but just not communicating about who to focus, who to practice, anything like that. Who to practice, who to focus.
I was like, what?
Well, and that fight almost felt like they just tunneled too hard on, we have C-Van, we've caught C-Van, get the victor, kill the victor, and Itzabaizen just walks right past them and finishes Theatrics. And they don't even finish him off as he almost just walks right away from that fight. Finally, Baja Blast Lover autos him to death.
This York Teemo fight, you think it's would be action packed, but it's pretty boring. I mean, they both just hit each other a little bit, move back, heal up.
Well, once the York actually finishes Triforce, maybe it'll have a little bit more impact. I think the later this goes, and if he can land his little midget dudes on him, I have no idea what they're called.
Mistwalkers.
Who did the most damage in game number 1? Was it the Teemo?
No, it was C-Van on the I'm sure. I didn't look at it.
Because I think that Teemo does a lot of damage.
Now he's going to go and take chunking down Garfield just a little bit, but respecting the lack of vision there. Now True Shot Barrage comes across, will just barely not connect with that. This is always but now here they go. Theatrics is in on him. He's going to taunt up Bolamundo. Garfield Juice, can he get the Shovel Smash? Oh, the Aftershock will actually take him down. But now Clap That Ass is caught way out of position, trying to ward deep on his own. Gets the Assault Battery, and Zurak is going to pick himself up a free Karma kill right in the middle of their jungle.
Oh, that's some karma for you when you go on. You're the only person on that.
So much. I'm not even letting you finish that sentence.
Well, you're essentially warding on the side of the map where you're the only person.
Oh, I'm not saying it was a good choice by any means.
Here we go. Theatric's gonna come in. Zurak does knock him back. He is trapped inside Victor damage, and Victor is gonna drop down the ultimate. The Chaos Storm coming across is gonna chase down Theatrix. Not quite enough damage, not quite enough speed on that Chaos Storm.
This is where I think the split push battle will happen. That passive, I don't know what it is. Eric used it earlier in our game for taking towers on a York. Demolish.
Yeah.
Oh, Uramu is aggressively arcade shifting, forced to flash away from the hook. Well, that was an interesting thing.
I didn't even see that.
I'm not sure what the plan was. I don't think they had vision in that bush. He just arcane shifts straight into the bush. May have been a misclick there.
I see what you mean. I had that happen when I was playing the Ezreal jungle. I went to E forward and went to E back and I accidentally E forward because my mouse was in the wrong position. I was like, oh, I had to flash him out.
And unfortunately, that burns his flash, so he will not have that for the next major fight. Which could be the difference between getting punched in the face by Vi or not.
Right now it's at a 3,000 gold lead, and it's pretty much all on the 2 towers, and then this advantage in the mid lane and top lane. But there is a 700 gold advantage for Vi over Adam right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Gimme That Ace, Ezreal is not sitting at 4 billion gold this time to give them a slight boost during this mid-game phase.
Slight boost!
As now Garfield is trying to go in on Dr. Bolamundo again. Baja Blast Lover is forced to get Zurak off, but Zurak is locked down and taunted up. Here comes, just barely not enough damage. As now he chases down, Teemo's forced to flash away. Respect that. Adam Theatrix is still chasing down, but he will actually turn back. He's going now straight for this Teemo all by himself, as Teemo Shrooms are going to keep him safe there as he runs away into the Teemo bush.
Everyone buy Merc Treads.
You know those games in ranked that you play where like you just do so well, but it ends up just being horrible, and it's just the worst game ever. This is the game for GDA.
Oh, he goes and he flashes to try to knock up and taunt Seaman, but he will get locked down. And Clap That Ass is going to go straight down to the bullet time and Seaman, but Seaman won't go down. He was taking tower and Theatrix damage, as now Theatrix chasing down Fleeing Panda. Will he be able to get him with the burn? He does take him down with the taunt. Now Baja Blast Lover is here, and he's going to drop It's a Bison with the Dark Matter damage coming out. Theatrix and how did Euromoose get low health? I missed that.
I'll go find out.
There we go. That's what they're looking for. That was perfect. You had the engage, and you had literally all of the follow-up right there behind it. That was just, that's what they've been, what they've been kind of starting in other instances. Now they're actually getting the result this time.
Yep, just as Greg is like, this is that game where you go, oh, there's a team fight that gives you false hope. So like,
there
got false hope. for
false hopes, damn.
If you want to know how Euromoose got so low, he was like 2 health.
I think they're hopes, I believe.
And he took literally 2 autos from his Bison and was on.
Alright, but here we go. Zerak trying to fight Garfield Juice alone in that bot lane. Garfield Juice backing up to his little graves. And Zerak just kind of calls off the chase right there, opting to just defend tower. As now Dragon is here on the scene. What dragon do we have? Infernal Drake. Very coveted prize for the likes of a team with a Vigar on it.
And the team with the Victor.
Up Zerak going in aggressively a little bit too much. Theatrix was waiting in the bush. Garfield Juice and Theatrix, he will actually assault and battery Garfield Juice to try to delay the kill, but Garfield Juice will get him down. And now there's no jungler on the side of Gurk 5, but Dr. Volamundo is split pushing in the top lane, so they will probably have to back off this tower as Gimme That Ace is really looking for this Infernal Drake.
I think the big thing that's different now from the early game, Theatrix is still making just as many plays and just doing as much across the map, but now his team has damage to back it up, and like now the plays are working.
Yeah, that's a very good point by you.
Now here comes the Maiden as Garfield just chunk incredibly low. Euromoose does give him the heal, although not quite necessary, and he will get out of there. Teemo's continuing to take down that top lane turret, as actually during the dragon fight, the mid lane tower for Gimme That Ace was taken down by minions, as now Baja Blast Lover goes forward. Doesn't quite get the event horizon, but he does land the Primordial Burst, the hardest skill shot of all to land from Vigar, and annihilates Dr. Volamundo up in that top lane.
And he ruins Theatrix' 100% kill participation in the process.
Damn, feels good, man.
See, I have to yell at freaking Sebastian so many times for ruining my kill participation. Every single game, without fail, he will just destroy my hopes and dreams.
That's what Caleb does to me too. Because Caleb's always getting solo kills. I'm like, Caleb, I want to get like 97% KP, and I can't do that. Doing this every game.
I have a different problem. I'm usually like wanting to play the objective game, and then I look on my mini map, and then like they're fighting 3v4 mid, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? And then so KP go. No, I'm kidding. Not really. We need to work on that.
I'm just vying for top kill participation in this split, just like split one.
You know, I really think something in this game we also have not mentioned at all. I think Baja Blast Lever is kind of the X factor. I mean, if he can keep making plays like that, that's going to be great for them.
Dr. Villanova here going, he gets actually chunked incredibly low by Garfield Juice. Can he, barely wins that fight. But now Theatrix is here and he flashes in with the taunt and the lockdown. He will take him down. Now Zerak is going to try to fight him. Zerak does have Blue Smite though to give him a little bit of extra true damage burst, and he will take down Theatrix.
Yo, that's like a lot of Rammus damage.
Right?
It's that aftershock
Right there.
Aftershock and defensive ball curl hurt.
And wait until he actually finishes his Thornmail too.
Yeah, so if he would have had Thornmail right there, and then maybe if he builds a Frozen Heart, because I think Frozen Heart would be good against both for the AD on the team, and also to slow down the attack speed of the Teemo if he's ever around.
I wouldn't be adverse to a Randuin's either. I think Randuin's is really nice on Rammus.
Fi does have that Black Cleaver completed though.
I think the Randuin's is almost the only reason why you probably want to build it is for item efficiency because you already have the cold steel from the.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh well, you have the cold steel as well from the Frozen Heart. Damn it! Those are the only 3
I
items.
mean, yeah. We know he's gonna build.
Clap that ass is going to get jumped on by Seaman, taking very low. Seaman flashes forward with the empowered auto, doesn't quite get it. Baja Blast Lever will get hooked in. Blink Panda is going to take him pretty low on top of Seaman. Seaman will drop the get Primordial bursted, but from full health, it's not quite as effective since it is an execute. But that's still, Seaman dropped almost all the way out. As now It's a Bison is on the run from Garfield Juice. The Mistwalkers will jump on top of him, but he will simply walk away. Is now even more action. Theatrix going straight into Zerk. Zerk will trade some great damage back as Theatrix is now all alone by himself against 3 members. He will get hooked up and lockdown flashes over the wall. How did he escape that?
Wow.
How did that hook hit?
It was a
like
very
that
nice hook.
lane, and then it was
very
like
nice.
2 more. Sorry.
You're good, dude.
You know, I say Baja Blast is the X factor, but he's got 3 kills, but Chris has Steven has 2k more gold than he does, so
Well, that's
Victor's gonna start to do a ton of damage.
CS difference is nearing a flame horizon for him. So yes.
Now Dr. Bolamuno is going to get chased down again by Baja Blast Lever and Theatrix. Theatrix, he will get there. He will land the taunt, and then that'll ensure. Actually, the Dark Matter missed. Drops a Primordial Burst, the
What?
808 R.
But Baja Blast Lover's like, no, I'm gonna catch up. I mean, he's making these plays here.
Yep.
Him and Theatrix are starting to get something going, and it's paying results.
Although he's gonna die to a shroom.
Oh, if he hits that other one.
Oh. Oh my gosh, that would've been so tilting.
I think Baja Blast Lever is not expecting how long the taunt lasts, dropping the Dark Matter behind Dr. Bolamundo. It actually missed because Bolamundo was still locked down by the taunt by the time that landed.
Yeah, for the first 20, right? He's only sitting at 138 extra ability power stacked on his Q, which is a little bit low. But
Definitely lower than last game for sure.
yeah, extremely lower than last game, even though he's performing better this game. I want to go back to the point you're making about like Adam though. Right now, Adam was doing this exact same thing on a champion that he couldn't for sure find lockdown on, but now he's doing it on a champion like Ramus, which is very strong and has the ability to just single target find people, and he has a mage in Baja Blast Lever to just single target burst one person.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a lot better like use of like their team comp.
Oh, Dr. Bolamundo actually blast coning Garfield Juice towards his team, and now he will be forced to splash away, but Baja Blast Lever is hooked in as the huge bullet time comes across, chunking the bot lane very, very low. Gimme That Ace drops the heal just to try and escape, as they are all running away with under half health on those health bars. Now Gurk 5
Yeah,
has
this is
priority
here now.
over top of that Baron.
Can Theatrix get himself a steal here?
And I never miss a smite. Tricks may go in for this one.
Well, he's the same level as Zerg.
But
Well, he
there,
definitely
Gurk
stalled
5 is
the
actually
Baron.
just going to peel off the Baron to chase him down and ensure that he can't get an attempt at this. He's actually going to put out some great damage on the Seaman. Will he be able to finish Seaman?
Oh
No!
my God.
Zurak will come across with the save.
That would've been
The
crazy.
heck was
Riot
that?
Baron?
Balance needs to get on this.
No,
What is that?
with the jungler dead.
Oh no!
Oh no, you go in! Ah, you could have just dark mattered.
Wow.
Sorry.
Or even thrown the ult on a Dr. Bolamundo. Like, wow. We just some intense games are having. Like, it has realistically been a pretty close series, despite the early game not going fairly well for Gimme That Ace. This game not going very well. They're still in it, and it's still fairly close. They're still within 6k gold, which the way this early game started, it could have been a whole lot worse. Like,
6k gold's still a pretty huge lead, and it's mainly just in the standing gold for the team that's behind, which is actually a better way to be behind if you want
absolutely.
to be behind. But what Greg's point, what he was saying when I was being tilted by the no commitment was, why don't you go for Baron right here with the jungler down? We understand Victor's
Oh
low,
yeah.
you know, y'all can tank it, or, you know, even GDA could have, when Theatrics was buying time, they could have had this dragon instead of giving a double Ocean Drake over to,
Gerd 5.
Yeah, thank you. God, sorry, I'm just trying to pay attention, and I'm wondering what they need to do right now.
Give me that ace.
You know, double Ocean is always helpful for the Teemo.
Here goes Theatrics going in hard. He does taunt up Zurak, and they're going to lock him down with Dark Perception. He will flash out of it. Baja Blast Lever getting a huge event horizon, but he's going to get locked down, and then Clap That Ass is going down straight to the bullet time, as now Gerd 5 is trying to turn this around, but Baja Blast Lever will annihilate Zurak as he goes in. Seaman jumps forward and just gets destroyed from the damage, but he does pick up that double kill off the backside. It's a Bison now going to get taunted by Theatrics, who is getting taken incredibly low. He will get him and eventually go down. As now it's it remains straight on Dr. Bolamundo to hold off, but Baja Blast Lever and Garfield Juice will just back off from this.
Okay, I'm making a bet right now that when we bring Adam in for captain's view, he's going to just be like, we don't know what was going on. We were trying everything, but there's just trade kills back. It became a Fiesta. He will use Fiesta at least twice in his post-game interview.
I don't know. He might.
I say so. This game is definitely a Fiesta.
Yeah, like
it's just there's just kills everywhere. It's just like, you know. Honestly, in my opinion, if Gerd 5 grouped up and actually had a 5v5 team fight, they would win because of the disengage, like I talked about, you know, before. But it's not like that. They're just fighting everywhere. It's just, you know, ARAM, let's go, everyone fight.
Well, we are over 1 kill per minute so far.
I think we were there last game too.
And that's what I was talking about in the post game.
Okay.
About like how it felt like Gerd 5 was just see people kill people. Is what they're playing. They're not playing League of Legends. Though, I'll tell you this, if Garfield Juice now, with the ZZ Rot portal, once he finishes his Merc Treads, it'll be a lot easier for him too. He can push down these towers and get some of the gold back for his team to where they can finish item power spikes, and it'll be huge. Because no one's going to answer this guy right now. Teemo has not backed yet. He's got that Demolish passive. Teemo's in the mid lane pushing, or he's just, I don't even know what is he doing.
Now Seaman being sent to Ask. This is definitely a case of Sciato syndrome. Seaman gonna try to answer this. Garfield may just drop the Maiden and try to fight him. He does take a little bit of damage, but he's got good magic resist. The Maiden and Mistwalker is actually doing more damage to Seaman than Seaman doing to Garfield Juice. Garfield Juice may have been able to fight that if he just gave him one good smack in the face with a shovel, but now all of Gerd 5 is coming, and GDA has to do something with this while all 5 members are fought, and immediately they go straight to that Baron. And he will sacrifice himself, hopefully, for GDA, hopefully that will be a sacrifice for the Baron.
He's coming in from Teemo. Don't have enough consistency.
They're backing up instead of calling the rush down with only 2 members there. Dr. Bolamundo flashes away. Theatrics chases him down. He will get the taunt, but now the rest of Gerd 5 is here as Bolamundo taken pretty low. True Shot Barrage comes across and the Mystic Shot to finish it off. So,
yo, that was a very nice stun on the Viger. I mean, that was very clutch.
Yeah, getting the event horizon down to stop the Dark Passage. Perception to back to Thresh was huge.
Yeah, definitely a huge turn. Oh, as Euromos goes aggressive into Seaman. Theatrics also flashing on top of him, but Zurak comes through, finishes off Clap That Ass. He gets the Assault Battery onto Euromos. He will finish him off, and now it's 1v1 Zurak versus Baja Blast Lever, who will just take him down with the ultimate. Seaman is on the run from Theatrics at pretty low health. He might be able to go in for this kill. Theatrics is gonna turn on and get exhausted. He will get killed, but now Baja Blast Lover and Garfield Juice are here. As the Dark Procession traps Fleeing Panda in, they will try to kill it. He ends up just flashing out instead. And pretty low health bars on the side of Gerd 5. Overall, a 3 for 3 in that, as Garfield Juice will just walk straight up to this turret. He does not even care. All the turrets belong to Sciato today.
You know, I think a difference maker in that fight was that It's a Bison didn't use the ultimate. I think he maybe was trying to just keep waiting and waiting for a more ideal time. But that's just a lot of damage, even if it's used on 1 or 2 people. I mean, after that Rammus taunt is used, there's no harm in just using it. You know what I mean? They're kind of lined up. It zones the rest of the team off, but because he didn't use it, that damage and that zoning potential just wasn't there.
Did he get taunted and was he the first one dead?
Okay,
Because that
so
may
he's
have been
at
what
half
happened.
health. He's at half health. Let's see what I'm gonna watch him. Sorry. He's at half health. He had a perfect time to use it, and then he just auto attacks Theatrics and then dies from the front.
Dang.
So he did get taunted early on in the fight.
No, he didn't. He was started the health at like a little bit less than half health.
Oh.
And then he had a perfect chance to do an ultimate, and then decided to auto attack Theatrics, and then he got taunted to death.
All right, well, regardless of that, I think they just need to get that team fight with it. That's all it takes. Just one engage from the Vi with the Misfortune ulti, and I promise you will win the game.
Especially with how aggressive Yuramus is on this Ezreal with his arcane shifts forward. Getting himself killed by the Vi on that, as well as clap that ass going down. Just far too aggressive, not letting the Rammus lead the charge, trying to take charge as a long-range AD carry.
The second Adam goes in and uses his taunt or misses his taunt, you just need to kill him right away.
I like this adaptation by Yuramus though. He didn't finish Triforce. He went for the blue build, which I love so much better against this team. You want to kite this team.
The Actrix going straight in on Dr. Volamundo. The blast cone to take him over that red pit. He will taunt up Volamundo and take him down solo from half health. What is this Rammus damage, dude?
It is pretty crazy.
Forcing him to auto attack. He's building a Bork right now to try to combat it, but even that's not going to really help him.
He's not building Bork, he's building Gunblade.
Oh,
Wait.
you're right.
Is that our Echo here?
Here we go. Fight around the Baron. It looks like Gurk5 is trying to line up to get in there. Theatrics is half health on that Baron. The Baron is going pretty low. Who will get it? Bullet time comes across off everyone. And Seaman actually takes the Baron. As Zurak goes in, but he does die. And now Seaman is coming across. Theatrics goes low. Theatrics does go down to the laser. Fling Panda is very low. Takes the ultimate from Baja Blast Lover. And now it's a Bison is forced to flash out, and Yuramus is going in. Seaman gonna get Yuramus. He puts out the damage, but not quite gonna follow up with the finish. And the I never miss a smite tricks loses another smite this season on a major objective.
Well, this one, I'll be honest, was a lot tougher than any of the ones that Eric was missing last night.
Listen.
With
Oh god, come on, man.
with bullet time and then the burst coming down from it's essentially like a double Orianna ult damage that you have to like worry about right now. I mean, they get the consolation prize of this, but a lot of people died on the side of Gurk5 that will not have Baron, so I guess that's your saving grace. But right now, they just need to send Garfield to send a side lane to pressure, and then just fight on the opposite side of the map once they send more than 2 people.
They have 2 members with Baron buff to wait out on while they try to set this up for now. So we'll see how Gimme That Ace can respond to that. Losing the Baron there. Oh, Zurak going aggressive on the Clap That Ass, who's a little far forward again by himself trying to clear wood. Zurak will drop the Assault and Battery, as now Theatrix is here to try to save the day with the taunt, but now he is alone 1v5. He's still pretty tanky. The Redemption comes down for the heal. He's still there. The bullet time does come across, takes down Clap That Ass, and Theatrix will also go down. Bob Blast Lover not able to trade off enough damage backwards with Yuramus, and Gurk5 will take 2 kills, and it looks like they have, with that Baron buff, a quick way to push in, as now they're continuing to chase down the Flash. Vault Breaker this time will connect, and Yuramus will go down to the members of Gurk5, as Dr. Volamundo taking incredibly low from Garfield Juice up in that top lane in their 1v1 duel. But now 4 members of Gurk5 alive against the 2 of Gimme That Ace, and they will try to push in this mid lane, and they should have this inhibitor for free.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Group up, Misfortune ulti, you'll win the fight. And they did it. I mean, granted, they got the pick in the beginning. You know, they had a good engage. But the Misfortune ulti was used at the right time in that team fight. It did enough damage that it was able to get a kill. It zoned the rest of the team. And it really just won them the fight. That's all it took, was just getting one lined up, coordinated fight.
Yeah, I just... You're right, Greg. You're totally right. I can't... to that.
Bob Blast Lover coming in. Zurak is stunned up from the event horizon, but he then does have that access to the lantern out.
Speedy Rammus!
Speedy Rammus coming in trying to chase him down. Will he be able to get there?
Panic.
Nope. Zurak and Fling Panda will be able to escape. As does he drop the? Oh, he does go for it. He's still chasing them down. And now he gets hooked. He is alone a little bit far up, but now the taunt comes down and his team does show up. Will the Event Horizon be able to come in and stop Zerock? Yes, it will. They are going to drop a little bit of damage, but he is pretty tanky on that Vi now. He's got a lot of resistances. And Gimme That Ace is just going to be forced to back out from this fight. And going back to that fight earlier, as again, another moment of clap that ass, just pushing too far forward alone to gain or clear vision without teammates to back him up, and Gerg5 capitalizing on it.
Yo, no Trinity forced on Israel.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier, that I think the blue build is actually a whole lot smarter for kiting on this team and bringing slow fields.
But there's a substantial amount of less damage.
Yeah, and I think that's okay if you're allowing for your Viegar burst mage to do it. Also, if you can buy time for Garfield juice to split push and trying to stop backs, and then you can make up for your CC to land even easier. It's the reason why some people like to build Rylai's on an Elise instead.
Yeah, I get that.
One thing I don't like about the Ezreal build, though, going for the Guardian Angel when he already has the Bloodthirster and he's got no form of armor penetration. He's not going to be able to chew through this front line Vi and Thresh at all, because he just doesn't have any penetration items. And then it looks like he's even going for that Maw Malmortius again. He will have zero Last Whisper items to just chew through the Vi. The Vi is going to be a nuisance on him all game long.
Or at least instead of the Bloodthirster, go for the board, because then you have the percent health damage which helps with that.
Yeah, and it'll help increase your attack speed as well. You're not really going to be... I don't know. I understand the flat AD is probably what he wants, and the shield makes him feel a little bit safer, but then, you know, pulling a double lift almost and like just aim
Here he comes. It looks like he does have C-Van. The hook not going to connect, but he does taunt up C-Van. But Baja Blast Lover immediately counter-engaged on by Zerock as Theatrix is forced to run away from C-Van's damage coming out. Having that Void Staff now able to chew through the Rammus's resistances. But I just don't like that the Bloodthirster is more of like a defensive type of build because it's for survivability along with that shield. You don't need... He's going to have 4 defensive items on Ezreal. He's not going to have the damage his team needs to be a true AD carry here.
Okay, and here's my other problem with the Ezreal pick. Not that it's a Euromoose thing or anything, but because there's so many ways to build a Ezreal, there's not like, hey, this is objectively better throughout all courses or things. Because like right now, if you're playing Varus or Jhin or Misfortune, lethality. Otherwise, you're doing a suboptimal build. Now, for team comps and stuff like that, there are some things I don't like about the Ezreal, but you don't give your teammate that option when you pick something.
He's actually dropping the Maiden up top here, trying to chase Bolomundo out. He will run away as now Theatrix is going deep in. He's going to hit Zerock and land that taunt as now Clap That Ass comes in with the slow. Bolomundo getting chased out. Garfield just flashes in. He will take down Dr. Bolomundo, so that is a Teemo down.
Still has TP too.
It's still the 4v4 down the bot. Zerock going to get trapped inside the cage, but he will just back off from that, and the teams will disengage down in the spot lane.
Yeah, he still has TP, but they don't have any vision anywhere. Great vision control from the side of Gert5, you know, preventing that possibility.
This is the time where you need to set up for this Elder Drake or Rush Down Baron. You have to choose one of these two. I actually think Elder Drake would be better for this team because they're the ones that have been continually pushing on fights. And also, if you get a taunt from Theatrix on someone with Elder Drake burn, they're going to kill themselves.
Up Yermus, going aggressively for that red buff. It looks like he may get caught out. Zerock here is follow up into Bison coming in behind him. But here comes the teleport from Garfield Juice to save the day. Ooh, Yermus will take that red buff with the final Mystic Shot as Gerg5 chooses to back away, looking in for that dragon. As they are grouped up around the bush, taking vision, trying to get control of the dragon pit, but Gimme That Ace does not want to allow that to happen. As we see the speed, and Teemo is still down. This is a 5v4 in favor of Gimme That Ace, as now Clap That Ass is hooked up by Fleeing Panda. Theatrix goes in, super speedy Rammus taunts up Fleeing Panda, and it looks like they may be able to take down this Thresh, but now they're in a chokehold against the bullet time, which actually gets cancelled by the Dark Procession, knocking him back a little bit. As Yermus flashes over the wall, and Zerock gets stuck in by the Event Horizon, as now Dr. Bolomundo comes in just to get annihilated by Baja Blast Lover, and now C-Man walks into a Dark Matter and is forced to drop the Zhonya's. Wow, very close fight from both sides, but Gimme That Ace coming out ahead with 1 kill on that Teemo. How did Fleeing Panda survive? Wow.
Very careful.
Yeah, I don't know how he survived. I also think the Bison channeled ultimate going down was huge. When they see Victor top lane, they need to fight this because that Maiden has been pushing this entire time. They need to fight this right now. They have an Ocean Drake in their back pocket. They can start this. It's going to take C-Van a while unless he burns his TP to come down.
Well, he does have that teleport available, should he choose to use it, and they are going to choose to try to burn this down. Theatrix sitting around the backside. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's trying to set up a flank. Here he comes, straight onto It's a Bison. He's going to land a ton on It's a Bison. That's huge, but It's a Bison has the QSS. He gets out. Fleet Panda is going to do it. Here comes another bullet time all the way across 4 members, but it's not going to be enough. Now C-Van is on the backside, and Gurk5 is going to try to contest this, as now Gimme That Ace has that dragon under half health. Oh, C-Van is stunned up by the Event Horizon, and he goes down to Baja Blast Lover. This is huge for Gimme That Ace. Zerok has to do something big. He's got to make a big play, but no, he chooses to back out. They get that Elder Drake for Gimme That Ace, and now it's their turn to pressure Baron or pressure towers. They need to make something happen. Garfield Juice setting up in the Cyato lane as the remaining 4 members run straight at that Baron. And they have 4.
I'm ready for just maximum speed, karma engage Rammus here. Why does no one have Righteous Glory? That's ridiculous.
He does have Righteous Glory.
Oh, I see, it's on cooldown.
He needs to get Talisman.
Why does Karma not have it too?
So he just needs to get Talisman of Ascension and like
there we go.
Yo moves.
I mean,
Dr. Bullamuna trying to backdoor this inhibitor to buy Gurk5 some more time, but it looks like it's just going to be a suicide mission. Will he even get it?
oh!
The inhibitor was at under 50 health. Oh my gosh, Baja Blast Lover coming up huge, pressing R. Ooh, such a hard thing to do. And Gimme That Ace looks like they may have this game right now. This is their chance to push in. They have the advantage. They've got a huge wave in the top. 5 members with Baron, 5 members with Elder Drake. And they're all grouped up, ready to go.
It just doesn't seem like Gurk5 wants to group and fight as 5. Every single time, pretty much, every single time they've gone behind is because they've gotten picked off.
Yeah, they haven't been grouping. Also, this is a part of the problem with choosing the Teemo is that you feel like you maybe in the comms they feel like they can't group or they don't want to engage with the fight because they feel like they can win the side lane until recently. So maybe that's just something in the comms. But my favorite, the OP comment of the week goes to Short Bus Warrior, which says this must be Theatrix promo.
Now here we go. Clap That Ass is stuck inside the bullet time and the field as Fleeing Panda is taunted up. And now Garfield just trying to take on 3 members on the backside under turret as Euromoose is helping him out from behind. Zerok pushing forward. Dr. Bullamuna will take down Garfield as he drops the Assault and Battery on Euromoose, who still does have that Guardian Angel as 3 members are going to chase him out. Theatrix is on the run from C-Van. Baja Blast Lover and Clap That Ass were taken very low from the Victor and the Misfortune Ultimate combos. And Gimme That Ace is thwarted at the last minute by a great fight taken by Gurk5.
They're grouping up. Like that really is what it comes down to. It's even in that one fight where they grouped up and It's a Bison's ultimate got canceled. They almost won that fight. They only came away with 1 death when it should have been way worse. And on the opposite side, they were really low health. That's all it takes is just one organized, Vi Misfortune ultimate combo.
Yeah,
preferably off of a taunt used on a minion or blocked by Thresh.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, what else are they going to do when they're coming into your base? They're going to have to group on this point. So
here we go. Theatrix going in. Speedy Rammus onto Zerok. He's just going to walk away. He is a pretty tanky buy, and he is backed up by the Misfortune Make It Rain to give a little slow. As Gimme That Ace still has about a minute left on this Baron-ish, and they're going to try to look to make something more happen. Although Garfield Juice splitting in that bot lane does not have his own Baron buff, as they're just going to face tank this top lane turret as it's pretty low. And you can't roll into the tower there, buddy.
What is he doing?
Ben Harley comes out. Euromoose is actually taking very low. Bullet time comes across, drops Euromoose's Guardian Angel as well as Clap That Ass, and Theatrix does go down. Gurk5 turning around with a huge fight as Euromoose goes down to Baja Blast Lover as the receiving end of a Assault and Battery. Garfield just sitting in the bottom lane. Gurk5 comes out with a massive fight to defend that top tower.
I couldn't handle the speediness. It was too much. It was too speedy.
That was funny as hell.
That was odd. Look at chat. Everyone look at chat.
Go home, Sebastian.
This is great.
Like, it goes back to what we were talking about.
Oh, here comes the maiden. Garfield just going to try to defend this out. He goes in straight onto It's a Bison. Will he be able to take it? He will actually get It's a Bison, forces Flash and his heal, and now he's on C-Man, but the maiden is chasing It's a Bison. Now it turns on to C-Man. Garfield just may actually be able to take this. Nope, Zurak is here. Zurak should be able to provide front line for C-Man and It's a Bison, as C-Man is taken incredibly low. And Garfield is going to be forced back as the maiden is continually sucking Vi off. And now Gurk 5 will take that inhibitor and get out of there.
I can't handle this game.
I'm having an aneurysm watching this.
Dude, live and die by the speedy Ramus. Adam will either make huge plays to put his team ahead or just do that.
No, someone in chat, Short Bus Warrior, has the best comment. He said, "This must be Adam's promos." Like freaking scary.
Dude, he's trying everything he can though. He's like, let's go.
He's gonna build Triforce on this Ramus sooner or later. He's gonna sell his Merc Trends. Oh
After
god.
Volamundo being a sneaky Teemo, he's actually going to go in on this, as he is now trapped on the wrong side of the team.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the Speedy Ramus. Are they going to chase down Dr. Volamundo?
Oh no!
Oh, he will actually blast Cone out, but C-Man is there, and now he's actually killed C-Man with this. As the Speedy Ramus comes in, they taunt down C-Man, and they take him down. Clap That Ass is a little far ahead. He will get pulled back into the bullet time as Yermus stands in the bullet time, but he will not quite go down. Theatrix forced to flash away. Zurak, here he comes. Here comes the Vi. Does he still have the assault battery? He does still have the assault battery, but he doesn't even need it. Flash him, but meanwhile, Garfield Juice doing the Sciato shuffle up in the top lane. Takes down that inhibitor.
Oh my gosh, this game is ridiculous.
This is a cloud fiesta. This is a great game though.
As now Garfield just is going to be caught in between Zurak. He will Q through the Dark Procession with that Vault Breaker. And now It's a Bison is here. It's a Bison has the ability to face tank this because he does have a Guardian Angel. They are both trapped in the Dark Procession, but the Assault Battery will come out, and Garfield just will get hooked and go down to It's a Bison's Make It Rain. An unfortunate way to die to misfortune.
People in chat, share this game on the page right now. Get people in here. This is a great game.
20 more minutes.
Yep.
That's
And
the
this-
way
0.4k gold lead
Oh my
at
gosh.
50 minutes.
And might I remind all our 23 members watching this game this late in chat that our 50-minute game with over 1 kill per minute is brought to you by Sal's Game Reviews, one of our top sponsors for the PMA LCS. Check out salsgamereviews.weebly.com.
The link is in the chat.
This is a competition for who is the real boosted Gorilla Monkey.
I'm glad we decided on just doing a 4-man cast.
Oh my god, yeah, who knew that this was gonna be the spectacular high?
This is what happens when you put beginner bots against
Who invited Short Bus Warrior? Because we need that guy some more. Zurak actually comes over the wall, but Theatrix is in the backline, stunned up on top of C-Man. It's a Bison just continually outputting damage as Zurak is on the way out. Theatrix goes down, but Zurak re-engaging the fight as Dr. Volamundo is here, and the bullet time comes across, not quite enough damage to do. Oh, it does take down Clap That Ass, and Euroboost and Baja Blast Lumber forced to go out. Can Gurg 5 end the game off of this? They are teleporting in. They are definitely going to try. This is going to be a last stand from the remaining 3 members of Gimme That Ace. With Zurak pretty low, they do have 2 Ocean Drakes, so he should be able to heal up a little bit, if not substantially. As Yermus, taking blue buff instead of recalling, walks into a Shroom. Not necessarily the greatest of ideas. But Teemo backs to defend, so this is only 4 members for Gurg 5 on this push. As the Maiden comes out, Maiden promptly starts sucking off Victor as Zurak goes in, but he's unable to get anything done as Garfield just standing in the front line. Here comes Yermus, Arcane shifting forward again. Zurak goes immediately in on him. Here comes the Assault Battery, and he goes down. But Yermus is promptly followed and going down by It's a Bison, as this game is still not yet over. Gimme That Ace able to hold off because Teemo from Gurg 5 recalled, forcing to save the base from the pushing minions.
I feel
top
like
lane.
he could have just pushed with them and ended the game instead of having to worry about the base, but
They very well